Good evening, and this is Frank Gray's 1951 Willys Pickup that we built at Lamb Fab about 5 years ago. I just wanted to do a quick walk around of this truck. Again, this truck was built 5 years ago. Frank has driven this truck all over the country, all over the state of Arizona. He's driven it all the way up the Pacific Coast Highway into Oregon and Washington. He's driven it all over the Arizona mountains. He goes to Run of the Pines every year in Pine Top, Arizona with it. This truck gets used, and just like we like to see it here at Lamb Fab, a customer that really enjoys their vehicle that we build and puts the engineering and the fabrication and the attention to detail truly to the test. And this one's 5 years old. You can see how good it still looks. It's been very reliable. This truck, we started out with a Grand Wagoneer frame and running gear. We stretched the frame to match the wheelbase of the Willys Pickup, and then we did numerous modifications to stretch these fenders on the rear and make them fit the truck. The factory Willys Pickup was 6 inches wider in the rear than the front, and they looked really goofy. So we ended up sinking the fenders into the bed sides, adding a wheel well, stretching the fenders 3 inches longer to fit the 35-inch tires without a large lift. Frank didn't want it really tall. He still wanted it to be easy to get in and out of and to drive, but he wanted a decent sized tire on it. This truck has a 2006 Chevrolet 5.3 LS based motor with a 4L60E electronic overdrive transmission. It's back in the shop today because he decided to change the gear ratio in it. He is going to tow a trailer across the country all the way back east and back with this truck. So we're pretty proud of it. We love it. And just wanted to give you a quick walk around to show you some of the cool stuff on it, and let us know what you all think, and like us on Facebook and Instagram, and follow us to see some of our newer projects. Alright, let's do a walk around. We use the original bumper restored on the Wagoneer frame. So we've got power steering, power brakes, overdrive transmission. This thing's truly a joy on the highway. All restored Willys emblems, redone chrome. These filler pieces I made out of another set of Willys front fenders to fill the gap between the bed and the cab. Taper it in so it matches the front fender. All those were hand built. The fenders were stretched all by hand to fit the tires, so it has plenty of up travel even with the large tire and the low stance. Super clean bed. Usually these are flush on the inside, but this one we sunk the fenders into the bed. Come around the back here. Built our own bumper in-house. It has LED backup lights Frenched into the bumper. LED tail lights. It's all bomber jacket leather interior. It's got vintage air conditioning. It's got cruise control. We added a second glove box door and hid the stereo inside of the glove box. So when it's at a car show, it looks completely stock. Original gauge cluster we had redone and changed over to digital. So it's all electronic. Has a tachometer added to it in the speedometer. Has all modern electronic internals and no mechanical features. It's all electronic, like a new late model gauges. Turn the key on here and Show you how it lights up. It's got a digital odometer, which is very cool. Lots of leather, still in really great shape. It's really holding up well. We didn't have the paint shop at the time that we built this truck, so Travis Hain at Classic Customs painted this truck, and he did a beautiful job on it. Since then, we've moved to our new location and do all our paint and body in-house, but definitely got to give him props for this paint job because he did a beautiful job on it. Open the hood here for a second. It's a little dusty because he actually uses this thing, but it is a GM LS base motor, 5.3, just super sanitary, no wiring, just simple and clean and works. A custom built Ron Davis radiator. You can see the engine bay looks just as good as it did 5 years ago on this truck. Go over here and fire it up so you can hear it. Frank wanted this truck quiet, so we have a quieter Flowmaster on it. A lot of time went into the fit and finish on this truck. These trucks were incredibly rough originally and crude. They're more of a tractor than a truck, and it took a lot of time to make this thing fit and look as good as it does. Exhaust is tucked. Again, this truck is definitely used. He drives it a lot. Anyway, thanks for checking out our channel. Thanks for checking out this beautiful Willys Pickup. And make sure to like us and follow us along here at LambFab LLC. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram under LambFab LLC or LambFab. Thank you.